Oh, the first bopper flop of the new year, like a first sip of a big old sweet tea. Some context, I've been fighting off the urge to go back to Skyrim lately.
Leave me alone!
So I tried playing a game that was given to me for Christmas to try to satisfy those dark urges. I was playing Dragon's Dogma 2, and I gotta say, I don't really like that game. It's not, I don't think it's very good. I mean, hey, I like throwing old men and small children against walls and down staircases as much as the next fella, trust me. But something about how shallow that party system was and how flarkin' long it takes to get anywhere is just not scratching that Elder Scrolls itch. So I did the unthinkable, the most ridiculous act one could possibly do, and I re-downloaded Skyrim in 2025. Loaded up some fresh mods and tried to trick myself into thinking that this game wasn't ancient as shit, and off I went, and wouldn't you know it, I didn't like that either. I didn't really care for it, it's just too old. All hope was lost. I just couldn't quite scratch that itch until... Avowed! Yeah, that's the game we're talking about today. This game snuck up on me like a ninja. Whatever. I didn't know anything about this game or even that it existed until last week when someone brought it up. I watched the first trailer and was like, fantasy RPG. That could be it. And it was. It's all I can think about right now.
Clearly his tits. Someone was actually brazen enough to sneak into the camp for this. Tits.
And not only is it absolutely scratching that Skyrim itch of existing in a sort of open world fantasy setting where you're the chosen one and everyone is waiting for you to either save them or fuck their whole world up, but it also delivers some narrative depth, that good shit, and I did not expect that, and now I'm addicted.
I've never even touched a girl. It's not fair.
Not with that. No. Oh, you mean healing him.
The game explains at you in the first 5 minutes that you are what's known as a godlike, a little baby who was touched by a god in the womb and born to do some god-type shit. The twist with you is that no one knows what god you were born under, so much like a lot of those nice, classy women on Mora, you don't know who the daddy is. And that can be confusing. And that's not even the most confusing part. You have been sent by the Emperor to investigate the Dream Scourge in a place called the Living Lands, which is filled with people who hate you. They either hate you because you are from the place that is trying to conquer them, or they hate you because you're ugly. Like they're just shit on your face and they not too stoked about it.
Stay back.
Rude.
I'm not catching whatever's on your head.
One of the biggest reasons that I am completely hooked on this game right now is that it gives huge Mass Effect vibes when it comes to feeling the real consequences of your choices. I ran into this rude, brave lady in a jail cell in the beginning and was given a choice, either save her or listen to my potentially racist new friend and let her rot in there. I chose mercy, and wouldn't you know it, that good deed comes back around to benefit.
It's 2 clients. Believe me, you don't want to get on his bad side.
Oh, Andra's tits! Are we a charity now?
The game is littered with choices like this, and the consequences range from completely irrelevant to absolutely game-changing and fills you with anxiety of what's to come because of it. And it does a ton of the heavy lifting and immersing you in this incredible world. The other huge driving force of this game is the writing. Talking with your crew, or just civilians, or random-ass people just saying weird shit.
Nice banner, ain't it? I found it on the beach, covered in bird shit. Must have washed ashore from parts unknown.
It's all got such a pull to it that you don't want to stop listening. I feel a lot of times in other games, I just kind of skip through some shit. But I really like stop and listen to all the dialogue in this because it's, I don't know, worth hearing, I guess. I mean, I skip sometimes, but shit, I got stuff to do. The squad mates you start to collect have an insane amount of dialogue about pretty much everything you do, so it just continues to add depth to them and the world as you go along.
Stale air, thick darkness, and a smell that peels your eyes back. Reminds me of home.
No, I just skipped a bath.
Not to mention the fact that the first crewmate you get, Kai, is voiced by the absolute goat, Garrus, my boy.
People in Deadfire. Now we have a piece of him, and we're about to face a maniac who wants it desperately. Tread carefully.
Peak voice acting.
just like old times.
By now, you're already sold on the game. I've done an incredible job of telling you how good it is, and you're asking, Mommy, please can I have some more money? Like, I need to buy this game. And you know I'm gonna rate it pretty well on the infamous Bop or Flop scale, but wait, there's actually more.
Oh my god!
I'm not one for walking.
The combat in this game is like Skyrim, but if it was good.
Nice.
Imagine if your hits had weight and stamina management mattered, and the variety and how you go about different fights and different loadouts actually changes all the time. Like Obsidian cooked with this, and it's just so much fun to kill shit. But because I am a professional journo, I have to have negative notes on the game, otherwise I'm just a sellout. Even though I didn't get this game for free, so how could I possibly be selling out? The only two things that bother me truly is the lack of fast travel points that don't make you camp, and the lack of cosmetics. I think it's weird to have a transmog system where you can, equip one set of armor and then make your gear look like another set of armor, but then to not really have a huge variety of just straight up clothing. Like, I'm playing mainly a wizard build, wand and grimoire type shit. And yet there's not a lot of like wizardy stuff for me to wear. Like, not even just equip, but just to transmog so I can look like a wizard in cutscenes and shit. But beyond that, the game is beautiful. Like, it looks incredible to the point where you're jogging along doing your little quests and then you have to stop and just look at it. It's engaging, it's well written, and an absolute sleeper hit for me, being that, I didn't know it existed last week. I haven't felt this way about an RPG of this style truly since Skyrim. Like, just feeling like a little small piece of this massive world and actually getting to engage in what's happening. And it feels pretty good. And that's why this is another certified pop. Yep. I'll put some sound effects up, whatever. And yeah, that's it. Pirate Yakuza time. I gotta go. Bye.
ダメよダメなのよ